welcome back to my channel. Today we are here with the super extended Not So Berry challenge. For those of you wondering what the heck that is, well, let me explain it to you. First, we have our Not So Berry challenge, which came out some time ago, thanks to Lil Simsy and Always Simming. They created the original Not So Berry challenge, which is just 10 generations. Then Illusory Thrall came up with additional goals for Gen 1 through 10, and they came up with Generation 11 through 31 in their entirety, inspired by Sweetly Sims and Neko Mimi. Then Emily Bluejay, who created this tracker that I'm using, she created Gens 32 through 60. They are adapted and created by her along with the expanded spreadsheet. Kate Reed did Generations 33 through 40 based on the Whimsy stories. And then Sim Michelle did Generations 42 through 48 based on Seven Deadly Sins. Actually, no, Seven Deadly Sins challenge is Sim Michelle's. The Whimsy stories are created by Kate Reed. Then you have the original spreadsheet was created by Raka Sims. Yes. So literally all it is the tracker I'm using. Emily Bluejay kind of adjusted some of the rules and all that. And then she adjusted the spreadsheet to match the rules for future generations. That being said, there are some extended rules, as well as, of course, we know our basic rules. Each heir must represent the color of the generation. For example, hair, makeup, clothing, but brightly colored skin is not necessary. These aren't actually berry swims, that's the joke. Of course, this is optional, but a big portion of the fun. So as you can see here, I did give her hair, clothes, the best I could with just the game as is. But I'm not going to focus too much on that in future generations. So like whenever we get to Gen 5, which is plum, I'm not going to change her hair color to plum. I'm just going to work with what I have. The second rule is the colors of the spouses don't matter as long as they aren't part of the challenge. Unless otherwise stated, you can do whatever you please with them. So we can marry whoever we want. If we marry. Some Sims might not marry. Money treats can be used, but not excessively. Suggestion, use free real estate for your first home, but no cheats afterward. I don't recall using free real estate for that, and I actually got my home off the gallery, which I'll do on a quick tour in a moment. You may live with whoever you please, unless something is specified in the rules of the generation. So you could have friends, family, boyfriend, girlfriend, doesn't matter. Keep the lifespan on normal. That is where I am going to differ because this is a super extended. I honestly do not see a way to do everything for each generation in one normal lifespan. So I'm extending it to a long generation or long lifespan. So we're going to be sticking around with these Sims for quite a while. If you play this challenge and want to share, go ahead and post with Not So Berry so that everyone can see. So, okay. The extended rules. Excuse me. Make a family graveyard somewhere in your save's world and collect all graves from your family there. I haven't done that yet, but I'm not too worried about it considering we don't need it yet. Attempt to complete the Sugar Skull collection by offering at a grave, then finding it the Day of the Dead sim that spawns. Again, that has to do with the graveyard. We don't need that yet. The fossil collection may be a tough one to finish, so set this as a challenge-wide goal, not just for one generation, and I definitely plan on doing that. Buy a parcel of land somewhere in the world designated as a retail store and use it to store your collections over the generations. This saves you from carrying everything with you all the time. Basically, you're building a family museum, decorate it as you see fit, and possibly upload it to the gallery when you're done to share with others. I'm actually thinking since hobbies and businesses, or businesses and hobbies, however you pronounce it again, came out, I am thinking of just doing that, like adding on maybe a small business portion, or just getting something and labeling it as a museum and going in and adding in, see if I can do that, we'll see. Now we have our generation rules. The only rules I'm going to cover are going to be for the mint generation, which is the generation that we are currently doing. This is our first generation. You're a mischievous scientist that really loves the color mint. You're career driven, but still make time for silly pranks and outings with your closest friends. You love luxury and want the best for yourself and your family. So of course we have some required traits. Come on, there we go. Vegetarian, materialistic, and jealous are the required traits. Specifically, I think just because they're green, because I think the original challenge has them differently. Your aspiration right here is Chief of Mischief. And then we have a secondary aspiration, which we can attempt to, which I'm going to do, which is why, again, I have it set for long. Here it is. And it is the Curator, which is literally just doing the collectibles and things like that. Oh, crud monkeys. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. And then we have a required career, which I'm going to sign up for. Oh, I have to be playing. I'm going to sign up for right now. That way we don't forget. Let's do that. There we go. Come on. All right. And that is going to be our scientist career. We just entered the scientist career. Yay! Let's pop this up a little bit. All right, so that, so we also have to, so the things that we are required to do is we have to complete the aspiration of Chief of Mischief. We have to master the career. We have to master the mischief skill and the logic skill. And we have to complete the elements collection. Those are the only things that we have to do in order to technically pass the base not-so-berry challenge. So the added things that came out is master the gardening skill, assign a voodoo doll to at least one sim, which I feel like you do anyway with the aspiration, but yeah, there it is. Have only one childless spouse and one alien sim. Now, for this sim, I was thinking of having her do a science baby. So if that's the case, I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. I'm not sure why she wants to get married. She might not want to get married. Invent all inventions and max upgrade all. Some of them you can upgrade, some of them don't need upgrades. Just realized. Sorry guys, I just realized my light wasn't on. Create all serums and test each on at least one sim. Your sim does count for this, so you can test it on yourself. Complete the crystal collection. Complete the metals collection. Complete the My Sims trophies collection. Complete the microscopic prints collection, which I might see about getting us a microscope. As an elder, which obviously we're not there yet, designate a family keepsake box and pass it along to heir through each generation. Make a scientific breakthrough while taking a shower. And then you can max your fat and thin in a single lifetime. Potions are okay. With that being said, that is everything that we need to do for this sim, who is, I believe I named her Krista. Yes, Krista Faye. I don't know why I chose Krista Faye. I had a completely different name in mind, but I chose Krista whenever I finally made her. And again, this house was taken from the gallery, specifically a not-so-berry house. And this is the house that was given. Obviously, some of these things... Oof, hold on. Some of these things do need to be taken away simply because they are part of the challenge. And I don't want them to go away. There we go. Oh no, that one's complete. Oh, no. Now I feel like I'm cheating. You know what? I am gonna try and find a different house. Or I'm just going to suck it up. I'm gonna try and find a different house. Hold on, guys. Alrighty, guys. So here we are with a new house. I haven't really looked in it, but it looks absolutely adorable. I mean, just look. This person obviously does much better than I can. Here we go. So here is our Mint Gen household. Obviously, we'll be adding to it as we go, but I really like it. It's so cute. Look at this. Ah, I love it. All right, so the first thing I'm actually going to do is change our aspiration to the curator, because this is the one I'm going to work on. Collects and collectibles. What can we find? Yes, okay. There we go. Okay, so now she's gonna do whatever the frack she wants to do. Oh, you're feeling confident. Oh, because she got a job. For her promotion, she also needs to have breakthroughs. Wow, there's like nothing in this area. Oh, what's that? What's that? No. Well, we can go fishing, but that's not really our style, is it? I chose a good spot to go fishing, but not collecting. Huh. Who are you? Rollers. Again, more fishing, but not collecting. Oh, what is this? A wild daisy bush. Of course, you're not ready yet, because... Well, this... Oh, yes. No, don't. Yes. Dig. Now, it's going to take her 5 years to get here. You understand this, right? Oh, look, someone else's house. Whose house is this? Oh, this is Johnny's house. Again, I'm not worried about finding someone at the moment. Ooh. Look for frogs. Get breed frogs. And that'll at least get us started on the froggy collection. Ooh, contain heavy metal. Got the gemology skill. I don't need that. 2 robot salvage parts. Cupcake? When did you get here? What do you sell? Popcorn, shrimp, cupcakes, fish taco. When the frick-a-frack did you get there? Alright. Well, now we have this nice little area here. Come on, I have a pile of dirt right here. You can't show me a pile of dirt and not let me... you suck. Again, we're back to the fishing area. But since we're not fishing, let's speed her up. Heart frog. Alright, and a time capsule. So let's go ahead and open it. Since we're not doing this for money. One old gebe. Alright, hold on guys. I need to put all this in my tracker real quick. Be right back. Ooh, yeah. Sunset fading, leaves are changing. Summer's gone.